Hey there, this is Dutch, and I'm back with more Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now, as you can see, this is once again Arms Race. I did try to get some competitive casual gameplays, but it didn't really go very well for me. I think I've got the basic gunplay down, which you'll be able to see in this video, but it's just because I'm playing on lower sensitivity right now, my Twitch reaction isn't really that great. That combined with the fact that I don't really have a good grasp of the classic game type yet. Yeah, I didn't really do too well. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So, this is two gameplays right after each other, back to back. In this first one I actually did really well right until I get up to the sniper, but I'll leave the rest for you guys to see. I may talk about it a little bit in a while. Anyway, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Minecraft right now. Basically, yesterday I got access to a whitelisted server, a multiplayer server, which is really sweet because I've been wanting to do some multiplayer videos on Minecraft, so you will be seeing those relatively soon, which is also nice for me because it allows me to get away from my single player world for a bit, because I don't always have as much inspiration for that. As far as other games go, I was thinking of maybe doing some videos on older games, which are relatively unknown, but that I have played. I don't know if you guys would like that, but I think I'm gonna do something like that. I haven't really decided on what games I'm gonna play yet, but that should be good. So yeah, let's see, we're at the P90 now. I was basically fighting with this one guy who has the Hello Kitty symbol as his picture. As you can see, I have the lovely pear. People actually ask me about that picture sometimes. The pear is actually something that I made myself in 3ds Max. I made it, and I also created the texture for it in Photoshop. For those of you who aren't really familiar with 3D modeling, basically you have a program in which you make your 3D model, which is 3ds Max, and then you have to create a texture to wrap around that, which I did in Photoshop, and yeah, I basically rendered it out, and I got that nice little image of a pear with shadow and all, and I really liked it, so I was like, why not? May as well use it as my avatar, and I basically have that set as my avatar in basically everywhere I can set an avatar. That's the story behind that, but as you can see, I'm in first place now, and like I said, as soon as we get up to the snipers, it turns ugly, basically. There's actually only one sniper in Arms Race. It says in the description that the first one to get a kill with all guns, but I guess they mean all the guns in the game type, because you don't actually get to use all of the guns. But yeah. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I'm not live commentating this, by the way. I think you can notice that, because otherwise I wouldn't be talking continuously like this. I'd be trying to get my mind into the game. I think that works a lot better for gameplay like this, because shooter games, you know, it's not always as interesting to watch because there's usually lots of downtime, especially when you die, or like situations like this where I'm just dying a couple of times before I actually get some more kills. So that should work a lot better. It's a bit more annoying to record, I guess. Shooters are hard to record. Well, not really hard, but you know, you have to keep playing until you get a decent gameplay. Because I could have uploaded that classic gameplay that I was recording, but yeah, then you basically just see me die 5 times in a row. And I actually did get one round which was really good, in which I was MVP and I killed like 4 people, but yeah, that was like 1 round of good gameplay in like 2 games of classic casual, so yeah, not really worth uploading. I mean, I'd basically be talking over you, staring at me, spectating people all game long, and that's not very interesting, I think. But yeah, university is also going to be starting again soon for me. This next week is gonna be my resit for the subject that I failed. And then the week after that, I'm not really sure on the details, I haven't really looked into it that much, but I think class should be starting right then and there, so I'm probably gonna be more busy with that, and I can't promise that I can keep outputting one video a day. I probably won't be able to, depending on how my schedule is, which kind of sucks, but I'm actually not too... I'm looking, as you can see, I'm actually looking forward to going back to university. But here I'm playing with the AWP, and as you can see, the Hello Kitty guy got a huge lead on me, and I finally got the kill. But it just took me ages, and that's just the thing with where my reaction time's not really up to snuff yet. And I'm also not really that great with the scoping mechanic in Counter-Strike, because you have, like, when you right-click once, you zoom in, and then when you right-click again, you zoom in even further. And I find that really annoying, because I'm used to snipers in games just having only one zoom level. And here I'm just missing an entire magazine of that machine gun. That thing has a lot of recoil. You can see me having some trouble with that in the next game as well. But yeah, you know, university, I mean, it's different from high school for me. You know, like, now that I'm in uni, I have less holidays, but I never actually found myself saying, like, I really wish I had a holiday right now, you know? It's definitely a lot more fun than high school. In high school, you just had a lot of subjects that you didn't really find very interesting, or stuff like that. And the second game just about to begin here. But, you know, in uni it's basically just programming, and well, there's a couple of subjects which I didn't like, but, you know, that's the beautiful thing, you can just skip those classes if you want to. That wasn't really the smartest thing that I've done, because I did fail those subjects, but, you know, I can still get those. It's not too big a deal. If you don't manage all your subjects in the first year, or if you don't manage all your subjects first time. I mean, worst case, you're gonna take another year to finish your university. Well, that's not actually worst case. Worst case would be that you fail your year and can't continue the yeah, you can't continue. I forgot the word for course, education, whatever. You won't be able, you won't be allowed to go to the next year. That's worst case scenario. What? I'm through to the second year, so worst case scenario has already been avoided by a mile. I'd never let it get to that. I mean, personally, I think that if you find the subjects that you're having, if you find them interesting, then there should be no reason for you to fail those subjects. I mean, that's the reason I did this. I mean, computer science. That's what I'm doing. I did that because I find it interesting, you know, and if you find something interesting, it's a lot easier not to fail, obviously. It's easier to succeed because you find it more fun to actually put some time into it. And that really helps a lot. I mean, that goes a long way. Of course, you do need to have maybe some more motivation, because, you know, you may find the subject matter very interesting, but if you're still a lazy fuck, then yeah, you're not gonna make it. But, you know, it helps, and that's sort of like the problem with some people that I've come across in my life, that, you know, they went to a certain school, but they never really knew what they wanted to do, so in the end it's just like, oh well, I guess I can do this. And then they end up failing the first year, and, you know, they switch between several different educations just like that, and they fail each one. And that's really not something you want to get into. I mean, in my opinion, basically the research that you should be doing in high school is unappreciated. Because I remember when I was in high school, I mean, I didn't really do very much investigation, because I pretty much already knew what I wanted to do. It's like, it's computer science, or else I wouldn't even know what the fuck, you know? I mean, and it's pretty easy if you're like that, but if you really have no single clue what you want to do, yeah, I mean, I won't name who this is, but I know a guy who basically, he got his high school degree, but, you know, he just didn't really know what he wanted to do, so we went to a, like, an open day. I don't know if that's what it's called in English, but, you know, where you basically get to check out the school and the different, I keep forgetting the word. It's like, I'll have to look this up, but I think you guys get what I mean, like different kinds of education you can get there. So, you know, it was like, oh, that's fine and dandy, and he's like, oh, well, this seems pretty nice, so he signed up for it, and then later he got this, later decided that, you know, he didn't really want to do it, so he signed out, and then, you know, he ended up not even having a school to go to that year. He did manage to get into another school a year later, but, you know, I mean, stuff like that, it's not necessary if you just do your homework, so to speak, not actual homework, because if you didn't do your actual homework, then you shouldn't have gotten your high school degree in the first place, but, you know, stuff like that can pretty easily be avoided by visiting more schools. I mean, this guy only visited that one school, and then, you know, you're left with only a vague picture of the different things that you can actually go to do after high school, and, you know, you wouldn't really know what to do, basically. I'm really just going off on a random tangent here. I mean, I'm not really, I don't think I'm really old enough to be giving any decent kind of life advice on this, but, you know, I managed to get my way through high school and into university, so I guess I have some say in the matter. It's just opinions anyway. Opinions. It's what makes the world go around most of the time. Don't even get me started on politics. I've touched upon this before. I don't like the way politics are in the world these days, but yeah, so I'll be returning to uni. Let's see, is there anything else? I talked about the Minecraft thing. I'm kind of considering just shutting up for now and letting the gameplay finish, but here I actually... Ooh, I can actually talk about it now. Here I actually did manage to get a kill with the sniper pretty quick. I was having some bad luck throughout this entire game, actually. This map, it's really hard to like gauge where your enemies are going to be coming from, because there's like 3 different levels, and the spawns are kind of random. So yeah, I ended up being really confused as to where my enemies would keep showing up. Like here, you can see I got shot in the back, and I totally didn't see that guy. Really annoyed me. And oh yeah, this is the machine gun part again. See me going mad with the recoil here. Look at this. You may think, oh man, your aim just sucks, but that was totally the recoil. In Counter-Strike, the recoil actually pulls on your crosshair a lot more than it does in a game like Call of Duty. At least that's what I found, especially with the fast-firing guns like that. It can be kind of hard to differentiate between bad aim and bad recoil, actually, when you're just watching gameplay. Now, I'm not going to say that my aim is perfect, because by no means is it perfect. Especially not in Counter-Strike anyway. Oh, the pistols. I think I managed to get off a pretty quick kill. Oh yeah, that THC guy, TheLonelyStoner, he killed me a ton of times. I mean, it's just not even funny anymore. And I actually have a hunch, because THC TheLonelyStoner, that's kind of a particular name, and I know one of my friends got this game, and I don't have him on Steam. So I think that might be one of my friends, but I'm not sure, because I think all of my friends know my my username, so I guess he should have noticed, if anything, but... Because the THC, that's kind of a joke clan name that a bunch of my friends came up with. I'm not gonna explain the joke, but because it's kind of an in-joke, you wouldn't really get it anyway, but... And TheLonelyStoner, yeah, that could basically describe a bunch of my friends. But yeah, I'll manage that. And yeah, I didn't manage to win this one either, but I think I got pretty close in both games, so that's why I decided to show this. Anyway, that's it, and I will see you guys next time.